If you're looking to get yourself some Ultimate Team coins from a reliable source, then check out ultimatecoinexchange.com. Link is in the description down below. Use your code L83 for 10% off. Hello, this is Leech83. How we doing? Welcome to this new Best Possible Celtic squad builder with now in form Scott Sinclair. Now featured finally we get an inform. We should have had like 4 or 5 before now, but finally EA have recognised that there is football in Scotland that was worth recognising, and Scott Sinclair has managed to pick up an inform, even though Moussa Dembele got a hat-trick in the last Glasgow derby and didn't get the inform for that, and also the fact that Stuart Armstrong has been an absolute fire this season, picking up several assists, several goals in games, and still not getting an inform either. Is pretty much infuriating, but we'll persevere. Hopefully I'll be able to repeat this squad builder a few times as FIFA progresses, but nonetheless this is the team that we're rocking just now in the 4-2-3-1 version 2 formation. I feel this is the best formation for the team. You can do the 4-1-2-1-2, but I personally do feel that having the two holding midfielders is the best way to go. I know it's not how we play nowadays, it's more like a converted 4-3-3, but this way does actually feel pretty solid. 4-3-3 we do feel a little bit more exposed, and I just don't like how it feels sometimes. So that's why I recommend, if you're going to go with anything, you go with the 4-2-3-1. So the team itself then, we've got Craig Gordon in goals. He's 73 rated. I put a glove chemistry style on him, and he does actually feel pretty solid considering he is still a silver goalkeeper. On the right hand side we've got Christian Gamboa, 75 rated, plenty of pace, so I put a backbone chemistry custard on him, and that gives him an increase to his passing, his defensive and his physical. The two centre backs are set up with aggressive interceptions, and they are Kolo Toure and Eric Saviachenko. Pretty similar cards. Kolo Toure's got 68 pace with 79 defending and 80 physical, and Eric Saviachenko's got 71 pace with 74 defending and 80 physical. And both of those are set up with an anchor chemistry card, as is Emilio Azagiri, who's got 73 pace, 67 defensive and 71 physical. That anchor card just giving him a little boost to those important stats. In the centre defensive mid roles then we do have club captain and just basically general all round solid midfielder, that is Scott Brown. He does have 70 pace with 68 passing and 78 physical. In game he does feel a lot faster than what he is, and the fact that he's got medium work rates, he's decent when he gets into the forward position as well. He's not just set as stay back. I just have a free roll, let him do what he wants to do, and generally all round he doesn't feel too bad at all in game. On the other centre defensive mid we've got set up with Nir Baton. He's got an engine chemistry card on him to give him a little boost to his pace and his passing and his dribbling, and he's got 62 pace with 64 passing and 64 dribbling. He's got 72 defence and physical as well, and generally pretty solid, very good at winning duels in the air when it comes to winning the ball, and doesn't really feel his pace too much. He's usually okay. Again, set him up as a free roll as well. If only his shooting was a little bit better to represent what he can do in real life, they might be able to tuck away another couple of goals for us. But in 7 games I've used him for, he's only picked up 1 assist. Now these cards I've had and then get rid of and then had again, just used them for SBCs and stuff like that, so some of them had for a while and some of them had to rebuy as well. Okay, on the right hand side we have got Patrick Roberts. He's got the hot chemistry style on him, but I would actually think he might be better with the Maestro card or even the Architect on him. He's got 80 pace with 57 shooting and 39 physical and 77 dribbling. So with him I've given him an increase to his passing and his shooting and his physical, but I do think the Architect, which has got an increase to physical and just passing, would be a lot better for him, to give him a boost to his final ball and also to give him an increase, as I say, to that physical also. In this cam position we do have James Forrest. He's got 87 pace with 65 shooting, 65 passing, 75 dribbling and 56 physical. He's got the Maestro chemistry card on him, which gives him a boost to his shooting, his passing and his dribbling. And to be honest with you, he does feel really good in game. Managed to pick up an absolute banger of a goal for the highlights for you, so you'll be able to check that out. I've used him in 13 different games. He picked up 3 goals and 2 assists, which isn't too bad considering 9 times out of 10 I've been using this team in in seasons, and obviously in seasons you can just come up against anything, and the highlights that I've got are from in seasons, and the games I've played with like Scott Sinclair and Griffiths have been in season as well. So although their like actual totals don't look that great, considering it's like a 73 rated team, it's not too bad when you're coming up against like 85s, 86 or even worse. So it's not too bad all round for the team. On to Scott Sinclair now. He's got a +6 for this inform, which is quite an unprecedented increase for an inform card. He's been given this card with a very good increase in his shooting and his passing and his physical as well. So he's got 89 pace now with this card, 78 shooting, 67 physical, 83 dribbling and 72 passing. Yeah, that's all kind of mixed up. I should leave him straight down, but generally he's pretty solid. He's got the finisher card on him to increase his shooting and his physical, but to be honest with you, I think he might actually be better with the hot chemistry style, which gives an increase to pace, shooting and physical, just to give him a little bit kind of more of that cutting edge when it comes to getting away from like the faster centre backs or the faster wing backs. So that's one of these ones that's kind of trial and error with the chemistry styles, and I do feel that when you've got a full team on 100% chemistry, the chemistry styles do really seem to make a difference on this particular FIFA. In the striker position, we do have Lee Griffiths, 75 rated. He's got 80 pace with 76 shooting. He's got 71 dribbling and 66 physical. As you can see, he's got the hot chemistry style, which gives him a boost to his pace, his shooting and his physical. In 5 games I've used his card, he's got 1 goal and 1 assist, which isn't too great, but as I say, going up against opposition where it's not too bad a return really. Scott Sinclair, as I should have showed you, I paid 30,000 coins for him, played 5 games and scored 2 goals, and he's also got 1 assist as well, and very very tidy to use. Those 4-star skills coming in very handy to try and pull away from some of the more trickier defenders. Now, one point of note is that the best possible Celtic team would obviously be Chris Commons instead of James Forrest at cam, but as Chris Commons has been out of the squad, not played all season, and now on loan at Hibs, it didn't feel right using Chris Commons in that position, and we should use the players who have been playing this season. So obviously James Forrest has been playing very well for us this season, so he is in the cam position. You can swap him out directly for obviously Stuart Armstrong, who has been playing a lot better this season again also, but just for rating wise, just for this squad for you, I've put it like this, but I would alternate between Armstrong and Forrest. They are pretty similar. Obviously Armstrong a little bit slower, but their pacing and their passing and what have you, their shooting and their passing are relatively the same as well, so they're not too bad. There's also Mackay Stephen, who does a very good job in there as well, with slightly better pace than Armstrong, and again very similar stats for the shooting and passing. For the right back, obviously you can swap out for Mikael Lustig. He is a lot slower, but he actually does feel more defensively solid than what Christian Gamboa does. And for the striker, you swap out directly Moussa Dembele for Lee Griffiths. Although Lee Griffiths has got like kind of different traits. Lee Griffiths likes to kind of back into a player and likes to get in behind, and whereas Dembele likes the ball to feet, and these runs are slightly different, so you just need to kind of watch how your play style, but still Dembele is a very good player to use in game, as you might have seen in the last time I done Forever Celtic. I feel like it's been a wee while since I've done that, but we will get it back up and run. But Dembele is a very very solid player obviously to use as well. Joseph Simnovic I've not used at all. Callum McGregor I've used very little of, and Kieran Tierney is not too bad, but I just wish his card was a bit better to represent him. But last year I think he had like a 59 rated card or something, so up to 65. I feel he would have got a January upgrade had he been fit, but being the fact he's been out for a couple of months, I don't think he'll get a January upgrade. I think the potential January upgrades for our squad for this is probably Scott Brown, because his European stats were very good for a central midfielder, and also Patrick Roberts because of the performances that he put in Europe as well. That seems to get more recognised in the league form, so I think that we could get 1 or 2 upgrades, but they're most likely going to be those. Moussa Dembele is a certainty to get an upgrade as far as I'm concerned, but he's just been outstanding, so I reckon that 3 potential upgrades for the team, say Scott Brown, Patrick Roberts and Moussa Dembele. We'd probably end up getting a card on par with Lee Griffiths, if not higher. I know that sounds mental, but that probably will be what will happen, but we'll just need to wait and see. Anyway, I've rattled on about this team for nearly 10 minutes. I will do another Best Postal Celtic squad whenever we get any more upgrades to the team, and I'll also cover any transferred cards that we may get, as well as we almost done with the signing of Kawase Ebue from Krasnodar in Russia for about £3 million, which is not too bad a fee for a young lad. He's only 19 years old, bags of potential. We'll cover that in another video shortly, before I start getting off in tangents. But anyway, this is the team. I hope you can even try Sinclair, because he's a joy to play. I know my stats don't look great, but that's down to me, and also, as I say, playing the seasons. But do try out the team. I'll leave some highlights on the end for you. If you're still here, hail, enjoy the goals. I'll catch you in the next one. You take it easy.